is DUSTiN Gardner. He's a comedy theorist, an award-winning musician, and he's desperately trying to hold his beautiful mind together. He's a living TikTok post that thinks that if he just does one more bad take on current events, he's finally gonna become famous. Will his guests keep him on track? Will he deservedly get canceled, or will this show crash and burn as he loses control once again? Welcome to Meltdown Island.
It's DUSTiN!
I know everything DUSTiN is saying sounds totally delusional.
DUSTiN, where are you going? Just trust me!
DUSTiN, you slow down. DUSTiN!
DUSTiN, you're a goddamn Einstein.
DUSTIN's right. You're a certified genius.
I think that's a great idea, Mike.
Thank you, DUSTIN.
If you
Look at
look
this
up
guy.
the word
Look at this
testing in the
fella.
dictionary, you will find a picture of Sean.
Looks like
Some of that
Java
ain't
is
here.
stuck between a
Some of
rock
that ain't
and
here.
a Sean place.
I think
I'm gonna go see last night.
Sean is very built and sexy as hell. I'm going to sleep next to Sean Smith.
Nothing feels good when you're feeling bad. Nothing makes sense when you're feeling mad. Don't go around feeling sad, cause everybody's going around saying that you're crazy, that you're lazy, and you're unmotivating. To the people that surround you in society, they control you in your mind with anxiety. You gotta break free from that mindset. Break free, break free. Break free to explode. Break free to expose all of those emotional vulnerability and the complexities of your mind. And together we will find the sun keeps shining on the other side. You know the sun keeps shining on the other side. The sun keeps shining on the other side of the rain cloud, of the storm clouds in your eyes, in your eyes. There's a place I know we can go and stay a while. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Welcome to Meltdown Island. To Meltdown, we can all meltdown together. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Meltdown Island. Meltdown Island. Down Island.
Oh, we should open that window. Alright, there it works. Alright, we got it to work. Uh-huh. Ooh, ooh. Hey! Look at that. What a wonderful day. Hi, everyone. Listen. It's cold here. I got chapped lips. I'm wearing lip balm. All right? What up? Hi there. My name is Dustin. Welcome to Meltdown Island. This is my best friend and co-host who's been with me since, I don't know, early days of 2000, maybe? I don't know. He's been around for, some say, too long. But nevertheless, he is always here. I love how this is dragging out and getting worse. And it's my buddy and your buddy,
Sean Hanlon.
yeah, Sean Hanlon. Sean Hanlon. He's the best. Pond0x.com. Pond0x.com.
Hey,
Hey, buddy.
what's going on?
How are you, Sean Hanlon?
I kind of froze there. I got some stage fright.
Did you? You got frozen the lights?
Yeah, it made me think of. Do you remember?
Who? What?
Was it there's a Brady Bunch episode where
Oh yeah.
Cindy was
Remember all
going
of
to
them.
be in a spelling bee or something, but the camera went on and she froze.
Like
Was it a
headlights.
spelling bee? Oh no, it was the.
Talk about it.
It was like a team.
It was their.
So she did.
Oh, it was like a quiz thing.
Yeah, exactly. And Cindy was part of the team, so other people were answering, but she didn't answer any because she was just frozen. But the thing was, right?
What?
That she was so high on herself. She was
talking. She's a little bit like, look at me.
Yeah. She was getting a little too big for her britches for getting on the show. And then she got on the show and she froze. But you know what?
What?
Her family didn't hold it against her.
Aww.
And she learned a lesson.
Don't we all?
I guess.
We're trying to here at Meltdown Island. We try to learn lessons all the time.
Yeah. So, hey, how's it going? Welcome, everybody, to Meltdown Island, the longest running pond coin themed comedy variety talk show hosted by a best friend duo.
Aww. I told you guys he was my best friend. I know you've never heard him say it.
Well, our characters are best friends, at least.
Oh. Oh no, that one stung.
Ouch.
Look at this. Here we are on the SPAWNiNG page. Look at that, buddy.
Oh, come on.
It went from 3.7 to 3.3. That's not the. Oh, here's back. It's back. 3.7. We back, baby. We back.
Come on,
dude. Big stuff is happening. Big stuff.
But it's been at 0.1 for over a month.
Well, again,
this is not right. That's not right. Something's wrong.
What if you build, I don't know, let's say a house.
It feels like such an elaborate con. Jesus.
Let's say you build a Sistine Chapel.
Not even that elaborate.
Oh, it is.
Anyway, you build the Sistine Chapel.
And then you go in there and you be like, maybe we should put some chairs in here. Some benches. You forgot. You built the building, but you forgot some little things inside. Some would call that the last 0.1%.
I find it hard to believe they'd forget to put those.
I'm not saying anyone forgot anything. I'm just saying maybe there's a delay from the chair factory.
Right, okay. Nevertheless,
you're in this box.
Nevertheless, it's probably the last thing they do. Your point is taken. It's the last thing they do.
You're in this box. I need you to think outside of this box, bud.
But here's the thing. While they're building the whole building, somewhere else, they're building the benches so that they finish about the same time.
But then
as soon as the building is done, in fact, sometimes even before the building is done, once it's safe for them to go in and install the benches.
Every Sistine Chapel is different. Okay. Some get the benches made on time. Some others, there's a death in the whole family line, and they had to start over fresh.
It's funny that you related to the Sistine Chapel because, you know, religion's probably a big confidence game too.
This guy really pushing my buttons. Just finishing up a mine here. Another 281 milli.
Gosh.
We got another one going on right here. Go ahead.
Here's, you know, Whenever I even start to consider the legitimacy of this crypto world, a story comes along like your girl, the Hawktua girl.
Listen, I'm just her Pookie. Okay, I never claimed to be, Ultimately, it's a sad day for her. And her.
She baited all of her fans and pulled the rug on them.
Old Gina Crypto says, "Wash hands."
Wash hands. It's good advice.
Oh, it was probably an emoji.
Oh.
But here's the funny thing is, it's funny that they have one that's for either washing hands or that it's described as washing hands when we don't really know what it is. It might have been the high five. I don't know. I think it would say high five. Anyway.
Are you dodging the subject of your?
No, I'm not. Because here's the thing is
of your Pookie pulling the rug on.
Look, I advise. I try to. I never try to give financial advice. You know me.
Sure. You think it's just something she got roped into, right?
She's
it's hard to believe she was a mastermind of it.
She's managed. She's not. She didn't even know crypto.
No.
When she got in, when she was all the way back when she was still spitting on dicks. Because let's not forget, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And, now Jake Paul, that's it. Jake Paul is her management team. And they've been known to do this a time or two and swindle money from the people.
Gross.
Here's the thing is I didn't get into it. But here they also announced the time, the date. Everybody get your money ready. And everybody says they put their life savings in, which I never advise anyone, let alone that. Yeah, and so she rugged it, had to pay the team, of course, and then went to bed. And still hasn't woken up, apparently. Maybe they killed her. I'm not saying they did, but I have seen that show, Stranger Things. Stranger things happen on there.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she never existed. Maybe that was just an AI generated image.
Maybe. But this is exciting. 3.7 keeps going up, in other words.
Come on. That means nothing. I don't understand what that means. What does that mean?
That means that's $3.7 million that they're going to give away in 69 minutes. Every time the vial reaches 100%, spawning will unlock for 69 minutes, and you can drain this vial of 3.
Drain it how?
By you giving them a maximum of 5 billion W bond, which is what I'm mining, right? So you give them 5 billion, which is the max, or I think the minimum might be 500 million. I'm not sure. And then they would basically turn around and give you a whole, like an X, like whatever that number is multiplied by something in pork and mog, old porky mog, in these right here. I know you don't understand it. I can't even explain to you all the facts. Why? Because we're waiting for it to happen. As soon as it happens, I'll be able to go, if it was this X, I did A, B, and C, and guess what? I got D, E, and F, you, Sean.
I hope so, buddy.
For not believing in me.
I hope so.
Thank you. I do too. And it could be today.
Could be.
Paulie said, all I have to do is I just got to put my foot down and really just tell them, it's time to go, boys. I know I've led you.
It just seems like it could be today.
Any minute.
It's something that I've heard week after week after week.
You're welcome. Here's the thing is, do not hate me when I become this rich guy driving Ferraris and stuff.
No.
And I got like a platinum gold podcast.
Yeah, no.
And a new friend who's a hot girl.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
Don't you be mad at me.
I want you to hit.
I want you to too.
I
want
want
telling
you to hit, buddy, because then I'm going to mail you an invoice for 4 years of back.
Why not just tack on another 20, huh?
So
everything's
So
don't sell me.
Anyways,
Your ways.
I'm not going to charge you for the time that I took preparing for the show.
Because you know that's 0.1% of the time.
I'm not going to charge you for travel time. It's just actual time of the shows.
Well, it's starts cutting shorter then.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Okay, let's jump right into it.
Yeah, so the world is melting down, right?
Well, it is.
I mean, that's the whole point of it, the whole Meltdown Island thing. I mean, the world's melting down. We all gather here on the shores
We do.
of Meltdown Island to process it.
That's right, Sean. If I'd have done this. That's right, Sean. See, that would have been great.
That's great. Do it.
I just did it. That's all I need.
Can you continue to do it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, boy.
Mm-mm.
Never gonna do it. Never gonna do it. Never gonna do it.
Woo, 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 woo.
So, and sometimes as we're processing it, right, we melt down. I melt down. You melt down.
Mm-hmm.
You melt down. You melt down.
Like this.
Yeah.
I was focusing on the tech. And can I be honest with you? The tech does make me go a little crazy. So you were seeing an internal combustible meltdown rather than an explosion and an implosion, which is, dare I say, a bigger gravity of mass explosion. I'm no science mathematician, but I do know nothing. So it sounds right, though. I'm good with the words.
Sometimes you and our audience, sometimes you melt down, and that's okay too, because this is a safe place. Here on the shores, you know, the water that laps our beaches is that of Pond Cove.
It is.
Heartbeat of the show is
Thump.
our experiment to find out whether or not this is going to make DUSTiN a millionaire, or if it's all a big Ponzi scheme.
Haven't we already gone over this? I know maybe there's no one who was watching the show back then.
Yeah.
But didn't we already?
We have gone over it, but yeah, not to the satisfaction of the issue. And until such a time,
the U.S. economy is a
Ponzi scheme.
Why?
Because it requires constant growth.
Okay. So even the thing that we've been living in and working through and doing every day, always working, never stopping working, and you know what I mean?
Oh, I know what you mean.
That's a Ponzi scheme. Always got to keep growing. If it starts to pull back, we're in a recession. Everybody panic. Not allowed to do that. Must keep growing. So I think that's a really good rebuttal. Counterpoint? I don't think so. Unless you do have one.
Yeah, no, we'll see.
We'll see, my dude said.
I reserve judgment.
Well, reserve all you want.
You know.
Reserve it up.
To the Haktua girl, I hope she's doing all right. I hope she's doing all right. I hope she doesn't end up in jail. That would be awful. But it is one possible outcome.
Here's the thing is no one tells people to buy. I as much as I'm upset right now, let's say this Luigi coin. I do believe it's going to go back up.
Luigi coin.
And I do believe that the Haktua girl probably going to go back up. And no one telling people to buy these coins. It's their internal. I believe. I feel feelings. It's like how I felt feelings. There was a coin called Dust Coin, and my name being DUSTiN, I thought, isn't this a coincidence? Why don't I listen to the voice of what I assume is God and buy this coin? Needless to say, Sean, Dust Coin is not a good thing. Dust is what they call what I am in real life, poor people.
Okay. People
who ain't got money to actually buy a real coin. You think, So what I'm saying is...
Go on.
That was a good go on because I really didn't have anything. What I'm trying to say is...
Called your bluff.
It's all a pond scheme, everything. And even though pork and pond and everything is still growing, it's had a little bit of pullback, a little bit of waiting, a little bit of that waiting game, which, let's face facts, the hardest part is waiting. Waiting is the hardest part.
It's a good song.
Thank you.
Is that a DUSTiN original?
No, that's Tom Petty.
Who?
You take it on around, waiting is the hardest part.
I'm not familiar.
It's Tom Petty.
I don't know.
You know it. Yeah.
Tom Petty is.
Now you're being stupid.
I'm rugging you, guy. I'm rugging you.
That's gaslighting.
I'm gaslighting you. All right.
Some would just call it lying.
Ah!
But we like to have fun around here and be nice to one another.
We're gonna have fun. Hey.
Uh-huh.
DUSTiN was once in a Beach Boys tribute band.
I was. The old Copper Tones.
Love it.
Isn't that nice?
It is nice. You're nice.
Well, Sean, this is the part of the show where we like to look in at what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
It's not like we want to.
No. It's just stuff that you're not seeing, and I think you should know. We think you should know about.
It's not like we're making it up or we're trying to scare anyone or even that, we're trying to talk about a narrative or something, right?
Yeah.
It's just something that's happening all around us, and I noticed it more on this app.
I mean, especially since there's a lot of talk about climate change, and I think a lot of people in what's the word that I'm looking for?
Think about it.
A lot of people in wealthy countries.
Okay,
let's
wealthy countries.
Wealthy countries who are largely responsible for the bulk of CO2 emissions that are choking the planet. It's hard for us because a lot of us are insulated from the effects of it.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, a lot of the effects, as we've seen, actually, are a lot of poorer people. We haven't seen a lot of floods in like mansion areas, right?
That's a good point. I haven't really thought about that. Well, except for Florida when that hurricane there came through.
Yeah.
I think those houses got insured. I like that. So this is happening in the Philippines. Mount Canlaon. The alert level has been risen to 3. Boy, oh boy. I must be from the mud explosions. This is something I thought was funny.
Hilarious.
Boomers, weak men create hard times. Millennials and Zoomers. You're the weak men who created these hard times. Hilarious. So I don't know, magnitude of 5.6 earthquake that hit South El Salvador. Earthquake. See how it's all shaking? Now the lights are just blinking.
You know who seems to get off the hook in that bit? Go back.
All right.
The millennials and Zoomers. Oh. I think millennials are still Gen X.
Nope, Gen X is between the two.
Gen X is in between the two. Gen X is.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Gen X is before millennials. Millennials is 2000, I believe.
But I think that
we'll see.
Because I think the reason they got the millennials is because these were people who were entering the workforce
in 2000.
In 2000.
And then the Zoomers are probably when the Zoom started happening.
Or after 2000.
The opposite of Boomers, but when the Zoom during the 20 years during the.
I think those are people that were born after.
During the plague, what was it called?
I think the Zoomers were born after 2000.
Oh yeah, you hear them saying it's every 20 years, right?
Yeah.
So millennials is on the cusp probably, right? Mm-hmm. But then 2020 is probably when Zoomers started.
I was right at
2016, maybe.
I was right at the beginning of Gen X, and I think Gen X went until like 1984.
No, 96.
So millennials are Gen Y, I think.
We'll see.
Millennials are also.
So who's getting off? You think so? So you're saying a Gen X person made this, probably?
Yeah.
There you go. That's the real thing.
Because so yes. Now that we worked it out, Gen X is getting off there, and I'll tell you what, Gen X is. We're honestly equally liable, because look at me, I'm Gen X.
But we were taught by.
I'm 55.
But we were taught by those booms. Those boom.
They were taught. We were. They lulled us into a false sense of security, to be sure.
Sure did. And then what we do, we go, wake up, you next generation. We got screwed. In fact, guess what? They about to take our Social Security away. Something we paid into our whole lives. They're gonna be like, oh, let's just cut out half of the people, and then we'll save money.
Honestly, though, I think
Think all you want.
I think a lot of our generation was.
Are you still on this thing 2 things ago?
I think a lot of the Gen X. I think we made it worse. No, because we coddled
ourselves.
Our generations. We coddled our kids even more so. Because when we were kids, it was still kind of rough.
Kind of.
There was still corporal punishment in schools.
All right, you might be right, because then what they call them, the boomers is the greatest generation. No, the greatest generation, then the boomers, right?
Right.
Greatest
generation fought in World War II.
They made good times.
Yeah.
The tough people made good times.
Right.
And then tough times make weak men.
Right.
But
and
then they're like, you're the weak one.
The boomers were after World War II.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, who cares?
But anyway, I think we coddled our kids. Our generation totally coddled our kids, so that they would have it easier than we did.
Here's more earthquakes. This is in the Aleutian Islands in Alaska.
Go on.
Including 3.6 magnitude. Ain't that crazy? That's some earthquaking.
Crazy.
And that's really all I got. There's a lot of snow in Spain. I didn't take all that down.
Well, then I'm glad we took a lot of time to talk about that generation thing. Here you scold me, make me feel bad. Make me feel bad for it.
I like to have fun with you, bud.
And we needed the time, Phil.
So this is the true strategy.
It's only 5:30.
What's happened to...
Without me having that debate about the Gen X.
Good point.
And their involvement. Without that debate.
We got no show.
The show comes in short. That's all I'm saying.
Zero show. Tragedy in 4 parts. Luigi set sail and comes to America.
Oh my gosh.
Where his grandma was denied medical coverage. So he goes out and shoots a man. And now Luigi's in prison.
Oh no. And a McDonald's of all places.
Yeah, right? Of all places. So here he is. This is a thread. Hearing to be updated. Let's see what it says. Starts yelling at the media as he is escorted. I haven't seen this. Please.
Oh my God! That's completely out of touch, and an insult to the intelligence of the American people and the lived experience.
Completely out of touch. It's an insult to the intelligence of the American people. Agreed. Because there's a lot of, I guess, right-wing guys. Maybe mostly that Ben Shapiro who they see a big news story and then they jump on it instantly to pick a side so that they can frame their side or whatever. And he instantly starts saying stuff like, it's the extreme leftism that's really starting to attack. And it's like, people are like, bro, no, it's not left or right, this one. This is rich versus poor.
Read the room, guy.
Yeah, so a lot of people actually, his own listeners and stuff really like
I saw
reframed
that.
it. Oh, okay.
In the comment section of that webisode,
they're like,
it was filled with, come on, guy.
You're out of touch. You must be one of these rich people we need to take a look at.
Yeah, right?
No one wants anything bad to happen to anyone. Yep, I guess this is him. This is him getting the perp walk. That doesn't look great. That's not a great look.
I mean, the thing is, look at he's already starting to grow quite a bit of beard. Why not?
Well, he's very hairy.
Why not grow the beard before? And then after you do the thing, shave it.
He's just got such a magnetic smile, I guess.
I mean, that seems like, hey.
See, the thing you're pointing out.
He thought it out so much.
The thing you're pointing out right here is his eyebrows even. Watch how crazy fast they grow in, because there's let's see if it must not be in here. I do have it.
The one of the hotel?
Nope. The one of the brows. So they're saying there's the brow.
Yeah.
There it is. And you can see there's clearly a T shape, let's say.
Yeah.
Here you got no T at all.
Right.
You got unibrow.
Right.
You think that this guy's a Fed here and this is not the real guy?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying if that is the real guy, why would he not do more to change his appearance before, so that when he reset to neutral, he would look completely different?
Yeah, especially since he disappeared for so many months.
Right.
I guess, you grow that big beard out, especially someone who ain't used to a beard, they start going, I look suspicious.
Right.
And he was flirting with that one lady, so
But then if his image is captured anywhere, people would be like, people look at him and be like,
Looking for a
no,
beard.
I don't know, beard. I
So
don't know
this
anyone
is
with a
him.
beard."
His early timeline 2016 is filled with these messages. A bit odd. Just random 5-6 digit numbers, random tweets.
Mhm. What's that? I don't know what that is.
It could be just his way of doing a joke. This one day he had a cryptic message to put out, but that's still a long time ago. So this is I found interesting. Born to a wealthy family, attends $40K a year private school, becomes a valedictorian, earns a bachelor's and master's degree in computer science. What, you need this?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, it's a little dry. I told you, it's just been horrible.
Go ahead, tell your thing.
Earns a bachelor's degree, master's in computer science by 26. No criminal record, no behavior, red flags, clean slate. Sharp dressed, photogenic, a Chad, as this person describes him, and active on social media. Then vacations abroad, posts polished photos, looks like he's thriving. Lands an internship and builds a resume that screams success. Spends free time exploring AI, mushrooms, and self-optimization trends. Writes a Goodreads review on Ted Kaczynski. Sprinkles in safe edgy. Then joins the professional world. Follows the system script perfectly. No signs of instability. Just another rising star in the tech scene. Then disappears from Friends for 3 months. 2024 kills United Healthcare CEO. Oh my God, dude. That is quite the flip. And I think it just goes to show you how extreme pain and the injustice of not taking care of one another. We're the only country that doesn't do it, by the way.
Right. Well, I think this is probably a great example of why the government doesn't want us to be educated, and it doesn't, so therefore doesn't invest in education as much as it should. Because if people get too smart, they start to question the system, and
they want us just smart enough to work for the corporations.
Yeah.
But this guy said nope.
And to consume.
Yeah.
That's why, like,
look at this.
That's why, myself as a genius, that's why I keep low under the radar.
This shows up. Deny, defend, depose, which is what he wrote on the bullets.
Yep.
Crazy. Oh, I think there was some more tweets in here. Hold up. About let me just check. No, maybe not. See that extreme political revolutionary. Maybe. Everybody keeps saying they want a revolution. You say you want a revolution. Nintendo has spoken.
Luigi.
Free him.
Free him.
So not only are the people saying this, but even popular corporations are saying this. Corporations that are probably a little fairer to the worker than American CEOs. The suspect, he's been arrested. This is his name. Let's see what else they say here. Happy, smart guy. I mean, look at that. How can't you be happy with that six-pack?
Right. Agreed, guy. Agreed.
Uh-huh. Everybody got their own little thing. Of course. All right. Back. Murderer. Also murderer. Denied. Life savings medical claim. Let's not forget, when I got beat up and left for dead on the streets of Las Vegas.
Yeah, I remember.
I went to the hospital in an ambulance. At the next day Monday, after putting it all in insurance, they were like, congratulations, we saved you $2,000 on your medical bill. Now you only owe $12,000. Excuse me, what? For being attacked? Wait.
It was out of network.
So you're saying I'm just walking on the street, I get randomly attacked, and then I owe $12,000? How do we know that this isn't a big conspiracy by big insurance and by big hospitals to keep us sick and ill? Think about that.
Think about it.
You want to think about crazy conspiracies? Let's go down that rabbit hole.
All right.
Because I would love to. Let's sound crazy and get at these CEOs. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I can see you, Nikki. Yo.
Hey,
because I would say, you know what this reminds me of?
Go on.
My movie that I wrote. about a year ago, and I told you, and I guess I was just on the precipice of the sentiment. You know, I'm on that heartbeat of. I know that's for a different thing, but I'm on that heartbeat of what the culture is saying, bud. And I wrote a movie where America, society, alternate universe in a multiverse, society's had enough, and they say, you know what? Well, first of all, it's kind of a mystery because you don't know what's happening. But they start calling it the Forbes 500 murders or the F500, which then, of course, the other side starts taking to fuck you 500, right?
Right.
So then all of a sudden, a conference where a bunch of where those elites go anywhere they go out to see the owl, or they go out to the other place out where they all wear those little winter vests. And they go, hello, we're all here to talk tech and stuff with our millions of dollars. It's on billions or on, yeah, it's on billions.
Oh, that city they go to for their annual,
like Aspen,
their rich person
yeah,
conference?
well, either the one where the owl is and they burn it out there,
yes,
or the one in Aspen where they all go. Pick your poison.
Right.
A bomb blows up. All of a sudden, a whole bunch of people are lost. Then all of a sudden, let's say a family that would be in charge of like a wall cake,
Davos,
a Walgreen, no, that's a real place. Walmart,
Davos,
Kmart, Davos. Yes, that's it. That's it. You know, a bunch have the rich people, CEOs gone. Then the Waltons go missing, and I'm not talking just the top richest members. All of the Waltons, right. And people start going, was it their maids or was it whatever? Long as the plot goes on, whatever, and ultimately you come to find out that everyone had sort of secretly planned, talked not on social media, had gathered over a decade and built an infrastructure where they started doing all this stuff. Then at the very end, you do a big flippity twist and you show that it's the beginning of the purge because the rich people in the government take a hold of the narrative and make it so we can kill each other rather than going after the real evil ones, which we were doing.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Pretty smart now that it's happening in real life, huh?
Yeah, well, it's like that.
Especially the twist. I don't think anyone sees the twist coming.
It's like that Pokemon thing. What
you mean?
To have the vision of the future.
Oh, yeah. Oh. To be able to do the geolocating and all that. Yeah. Look at you. Remember the last show or two. Mm-hmm. Why would he have... Why would he...
What is this?
Why would he
have...
later in a McDonald's? Why would he have all that stuff with him?
Oh, have all that stuff. Yay, great. Yeah. Again, that doesn't seem very well thought out either.
Yeah.
For someone who clearly thought it out.
He didn't, he even thought but I don't think he thought he was going to get that far. I don't think he actually thought he was going to make it. I think he probably thought he'd get arrested or something.
Right.
There's no way. Here's my plan. All right, I'm going to bike to the thing. Don't think we're going to make it. I'm going to go out and martyr. Probably have to go out and shoot out. But then all of a sudden he's like, oh, shit, I'm going to McDonald's. Oh, bro, I should put these away.
I mean, he had to be thinking when he found out someone recognized him and called the cops.
Go.
Go. Mind your own business. How about you mind your own fucking business?
Because people are trying to give they have a bounty out for him.
I guess.
People again, they would put us against each other.
They did just raise it up to 50,000 or something like that.
Ooh, this guy here with all the money sitting here so much that he just throws it on the ground because he's got so much. Nikki says, "Hey, Sean."
Yeah, I know, and we are that slow. I don't think it's that delayed. I mean, there is, of course, a significant.
There's a significant delay. Don't blame us.
But about 20 seconds. It's not. Oh, also, how about the massive manhunt to get this guy?
Yeah.
Right. Like for your ordinary murder in. Queens,
like at a certain point,
Bronx. At most, they put out an Amber Alert on your text that you ignore.
You've got to get rid of the gun.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying the police, the responsive authorities right? It was all hands on deck to track this guy down versus how they would handle murders normally.
Mm-hmm.
Because this guy was so important.
Well, again, it's who got the money, right?
One of the
I'd like to see them do anything like this for.
And one of the press conferences, right near the end, the person giving the press conference was talking about all these officers who hadn't slept in weeks, who hadn't slept in days, because every single person, thousands of people, are out there combing the countryside for this man, and it turns out they didn't really need any of them because they literally did nothing. It was this old woman at a McDonald's that called it in, and a rookie cop that fucking arrested him. So at the end of the day, all of that mechanism was just fucking overkill.
This is fascinating. We dismiss what you are having, what you do having any value, and generally think you're a joke. But we can't believe you're not helping us find this guy, you guys.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty funny. The common people are like, nope, we don't care. The true crime influencers' attitudes reflect a growing frustration with the healthcare and all of a sudden, wait, the news is like, is there a healthcare? And it seems like everyone's upset about something.
Yeah.
I mean, we're the news. We should know this, right?
Well, because the news is the mouthpiece for these people.
For the corporations.
And the police are their army to keep us down. If we start getting too wily, if we start having peaceful assemblies, they come in with tear gas because they are the army of the elite.
He left behind a bag of Monopoly money.
I think that's great.
You do. You already knew about that, huh?
Yeah, I think that's great.
Just seeing if there's anything else. Oh, they're all saying,
oh my God,
he's a Batman villain.
That's great.
I mean, this is us. This is anonymous. There's more of us than there are them. And yet they have more money than we can imagine in our brains because we can't think of numbers that big.
Yeah.
This is another. Oh, yeah. Let's finish up with this guy. He's got a meme coin out there. It's at a better price than what I bought it at. Jump in if you want. Though
that's not advice.
It's not advice, but it's really good. It's got a lot of volume. It's number one. Carefully, he's a hero. This is fan art.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought this was interesting.
I mean, because the thing is,
we don't need to see that.
I doubt that he's endorsing this coin himself. It's somebody trying to capitalize on his name and his popularity. So that feels really suspicious too. That feels like a smash and grab, right? Like the Haktua disaster.
Yes. Except some of this one, it seems like it's got prolonged interest because again, there's so many of us that want to sort of go, hey, don't let this dude go down like this because yes, he did wrong, but they're doing 100x worse.
Yeah.
1,000x worse. Here's the thing is, I just got denied 3 weeks ago, to get a head scan to help me start getting this done because I am so frustrated with going to doctors and going through all the rigmarole. Once again, they just canceled it. Didn't call me, never talked to me. They didn't talk to my doctor. They just deny, delay, and depose. Why? Because I've already given up again. I'm already depressed beyond. I mask it really well. Like I think that people don't realize how much pain I'm in or how affecting it is on my life because they see me for an hour here or there when I feel okay doing stuff, or I'm on Spaces being funny for a few hours. But the rest of the time, I'm a dead man. Like there's just not much life in me because of this. And I can't get it fixed. I'm a healthcare refugee, but aren't we all? I wish all healthcare executives a very pleasant day.
Well,
I've been wondering if you're next. Apparently there's another one. Keep going.
When the whole thing comes to trial, it's just going to be a circus, and his story is going to be out there, and this story is going to be out there for weeks, months, talking about how bad the healthcare system is and that it drove this guy to kill. So, I mean, that's
a little demon puppy. Waiter, more CEOs, please. Adorable.
And also, when it gets to trial, when it comes to a jury, all it takes is one juror.
You gain karma.
Yep. All it takes is one juror to hang the jury.
They've already denied me, and they will defend their position, and then they will just take me to court until I give up. Or the other people. So many people have given up.
I don't know. I feel like these are really interesting points that you just.
I'm not rolling over it.
Feels like you're blowing by them a little bit.
Here's the thing: is I apologize first.
Is it because we took up too much time talking about the generations? Are you punishing me for the generation thing?
There's something I'm excited to show you.
I just thought that in that meme, the Gen X was getting off easy. That's all I thought. That's all. I just wanted to be clear. About that.
Okay.
And then I had to be like, wait, are millennials? Because I knew millennials were also the name for one of the letters, Generation X or Y. And for a second, I had to be like, was it X? So we clarified it.
I apologize, bud. Hey.
And I could make my point.
Hey, let's check it out, bud.
That Gen X is getting off easy.
I'd like to apologize to my friend for.
All right.
Look, I love how neither one of us are on camera. It's great. The guy's jawline and brows are different. Even in the smile and the CCTV is different than photos of him. Well, let's see if he stays alive to tell us that it is or is not him. You know what I mean? It seemed like it was him going into the thing. But yeah, they could have just been like, this looks like him. There was also an Italian guy in there who was like, look, those of us who have eyebrows like this, take it from me. We shaved them and they're back in within 2 days or so. And I'm like, okay. I mean, this guy sounds like an expert. Top security firm inundated with calls after executive execution of the CEO, Guy Bryan, as CEOs fear for their lives. Why are you afraid? Did you do something wrong? The officer. Yeah. We are the officers in this scenario. I mean, that's a pretty good picture, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
It's...
oh, boy.
It's amazing how he's sort of become... oh, boy.
But this is the kind of thing you would see in that movie, that fake movie I wrote.
That's
CEO season.
Oh boy.
I'm just trying to, this is, by the way, this is the part of the show we show you trends going on this week. This is just a trend. I was just showing you what's happening. Because again, these are not the things you're going to see where in regular anything else.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, as we've said, the news,
fan art. They've animated them.
The corporate news, they're mouthpieces for the elite class, and the police is the army for the elite.
Yeah, the police is the army for the elite. What do? They protect businesses and big buildings and allow humans to get beat up right in front of them. I've seen it on video. Oh my gosh, kill fuck is oh my god. Right on the side of a train that goes by lots of people on cars.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like, look, the brows there. It does look bushy. They look dark like his. Mm-hmm. I think it's him at this point. He had the IDs. He had the gun. I mean, as much as we're looking for a conspiracy and all of this, the real conspiracy are the CEOs and corporations, which are considered by law as people. And speech is equal to money. That's the real conspiracy. Let's not lose the narrative here. We're just showing you trends, things that are happening. That's all. The real, he did it. He probably did it. He's probably going, look at this. This is a new trend. This golf shot. Say nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Crazy,
right? He's all excited. I would be too. That's nuts. You're like, let me try this thing. That's somebody who's just playing for the fun of the game, bud. Unless it's a professional, and then he probably plays for that. This is a new trend. Buy something for yourself, and then slam it into your wife's arms, and push her back, and then shut the door, and then let her come in and surprise you with it. What are you? Oh my god! Look, she's like, you son of a. Here, take this. Thank you, baby, booby, booby.
That is great.
Look, what are you doing? Oh, I'm so excited.
What? Oh my God, you didn't. Why would you do that? That is great.
I love it. Please read my comments for fuck's sake. Okay, what are we missing? The guy's jawline. Yep.
You read that one, yeah?
Yeah. Someone said that he told someone at the McDonald's to call the cops so they could collect
the $50K.
Look at him always looking out for the common man, dude. I didn't even know that.
I mean, that's not. I don't know. I don't know. That's as someone said at this point, though. I mean,
dude, that's heartwarming.
It's heartwarming for sure.
Probably because somebody called police and he's like, "Oh shit, call police and you can get the rewards. Call, just get the money. Get the money."
I mean, because if it's really him.
I mean, how is it not him?
I mean,
he would have said, "It's not me. It's not me." Going in.
Maybe part of his plan was
and
to
he had
get.
His face.
Maybe part of the plan was to get caught, so that the trial would drag out, and more of a microscope would be.
Because why would you keep the gun?
Yeah.
Did he go to a different district for some reason? You know what I mean? A different area?
Yeah. Seems like he'll be protected too when he gets to prison.
Seems like it, right? Why is that? Because he's the hero of the comic. He's the vigilante we didn't even realize we needed.
Right.
Because I still haven't got to the part that was exciting to me. Oh, this happened too. Oh, look at this. Somebody's like, oh.
Yeah.
Somebody posted this. This guy. This guy.
Shu was your top artist of the year. Oh, that's fun.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
So in other words, they out here saying they've been listening.
That's nice.
That's very nice. Here's the thing I want to show you. Breaking.
Oh, yeah.
Blue Cross Blue Shield calls off decisions to cap anesthesia for surgical patients. My friend Nikki told me about this.
Yeah, I had read about this too.
It doesn't get paid unless it leads to conviction. Right. Oh, she's saying, yes, it is a rumor.
Oh.
But also, what are the odds they pay that money? 0 to slim to none.
Yeah, probably.
Where you been? Oh, you know, hiding from life. Not only that, but not only this thing.
So they're not going to get it when it's a hung jury, right?
No, they just wanted them captured. They didn't say it leads to the conviction of it, does it?
That's what Nikki's saying, that reward doesn't get paid until it's convicted.
Oh, I see. It doesn't get paid unless I see. Well, I don't know if I like that. That's some BS. There was another one here I wanted to show you.
I'm not convinced that he gets convicted. I mean, if OJ's off. Right?
How can this guy not get off?
Right?
Look, ain't nobody ever want nobody else to get hurt. But I don't see any CEO saying what I just said.
He's also rich and white, right? I mean.
Oh, 100% he is. So this is another new trend that these abandoning places are now just being overgrown and becoming back to nature. Radioactive cars in Fukushima.
Wow.
How about that for a pronunciation?
Yeah, you nailed that, buddy.
Thank you. I've always been told my Japanese is on fleek. Let's see how many we whipped through. I ain't trying to. The steel mill that built New York, just sitting there. This castle in the middle of a lake in Irish country. What? What's that big hole in there for? They building up the sidewall because the water rising. That hole is concerning to me. The castle's gonna get dunked. Ben Fitty's restaurant. That looks sweet. You go up the stairs here.
Mm-hmm.
This is.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, right. A village used to housed over 2,000 fishermen. What? Look at that. Wow. Pretty, huh?
Pretty.
Little pathway there. The Erie Yellow Brick Road of the abandoned Land of Oz theme park in North Carolina. Wouldn't that be fun to just go down and find it and go,
yeah,
this is the creepy. You could also probably use it as a film. You could film there probably. One of these, now that you can use it. This other party mansion, just abandoned in the middle of a forest in Maryland. I mean, why wouldn't you have a party mansion when you live in a city or a state called Maryland? Detroit's Mark Twain Library, which was closed in 1996 for renovations and was never reopened.
Wow.
I know, that's wild. Boat. That's that one that capsized back in 2000 and the captain got off and got out of there. I think it's just still sitting there.
The captain got off. Jeez, yeah.
World War II plane in somewhere in Guam. Look at that. That's ridiculous.
Wow.
A bunker, I think, as in Russia. Soviet bunker. Cosmolov. What? An art installation, 14th century Chechen church. Crazy. Look at that. Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
We had one of those in Detroit. Look at that bunker.
What was it?
It's a theater. We had one of the. Remember that theater they made into like a parking lot or whatever?
Oh, right.
But this is the one in Massachusetts.
Oh, that is a parking lot. Holy crap.
No, in Detroit it is, but in there that's still what it looks like. These are benches and stuff. Those would be box seats up front. This facility, back in the 70s, was an animal testing thing. Look how creepy this is.
Creepy.
I think because they had animal doctors and nurses, probably why they had some bush, some tower in Vermont. What you gonna build a big old tower like that for with no castle?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you need that for? Falconing?
Maybe someone was going to build a castle. That's all they got built, and they were.
Look at this thing.
Killed.
A coal mine in the middle of the ocean in Japan. Used to have had over 5,000 people living in here. Probably have to go down underneath the water and the ground and stuff. Probably had leaks.
I feel like that tower in Vermont would be a real cool Airbnb.
Or LARPing.
Sure.
Abandoned Soviet tanks. They've been going to war for so many years. They just got parking lots of tanks. These guys in England got parking lots of this. Crazy, huh?
Of the time machine.
It's called a telephone box.
Oh.
But yes.
What's the name of that thing? Did you watch Doctor Who at all?
Oh, it's called the Combobulator or something.
You're welcome. You're welcome, by the way. See, I prove again that I'm paying attention.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
This house after Louisiana, after the storm, which one?
That's so interesting.
Katrina. Look at how I have trees. How you gonna have trees in the middle of the ocean? Trees don't like no salt water, do they?
It's crazy.
Some mall, crazy stuff. Just all abandoned. Be fun. This would be a fun little trip. Wouldn't it be a fun little trip for us?
Yeah.
All the abandoned places. The 13 million abandoned places.
When you hit on this, we'll do a series on the road. And
the road with Sean Dustin.
We'll go.
We go here to this
abandoned amusement park.
Yep, on top of the mountain. Wow! Look at that little castle, little fortress.
Yeah, right.
Look at all them president heads.
What?
I know. In Virginia. Pretty nice president heads.
Yeah.
That whole resort, crazy stuff.
Where's that resort?
That would be in.
Oh, it just doesn't say.
Remaining in Hot Spring area. Yeah, doesn't say.
All right, go back up.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what's this one? What's the deal with
Broken Seaside Apartments on the Kamchatka.
Kamchatka?
That's it. You did it, bud.
Where is that?
I don't even know. Buddy.
I don't even know.
So apparently in Arizona, all of the claims were going through all morning. After the CEO thing, they were all being, nothing was being denied. And then after a certain time.
It's in Russia.
And then after a certain time, they went back to denying like 90%. But everything up until that time, they just whipped through a whole bunch. Because he was like, my wife works at the place and is saying she's shocked by how many are being whatever and sent me the screenshot or whatever. I don't know where I kept that though. Dang. I thought I saved it. Again, I'm telling you right now, these things disappear and it makes me crazy.
It makes him crazy.
I said, who? Man, I just want to see it one more time. Oh, we missed this one. Oops, not that one. First of all, this. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. For real, though. There's Grandma. There's the reindeer!
Oh, my God!
Look out, reindeers. You want to see it one more time?
That's CGI, right?
No, this is real life. You can hear all the people going, oh! That's how fast they run. God, why would you hit us? Here she comes.
Kill them all. God.
God, why?
Wow, that's crazy.
This should hang in the Louvre, they say. Little Detroit love for Detroit. Gonna be they're already in the playoffs, bud. Already in the playoffs.
Great.
Let's just check out what's going on with these adorable things. There's this dog here that thinks he's part of the other
Oh my gosh. What? Adorable.
Ain't that silly? Look at him. Look at him look all the way over. What a goofball.
Did you get me?
Am I doing it? Am I doing it right, Mama? Mama, do you see me? Look at them eyes. Why is his eyes?
Remember that mom telling her kid that he should look sadder?
Oh yeah.
Died?
Oh my God. Never forget that. Make your dog look cooler instantly. Why? They do look pretty cool though. Hey, what's up, man?
They do look cool. That one is cool. This one right there looks the coolest.
Because he got his chop up.
Yeah.
He got his chop all up.
Oh my God, so funny.
God,
If I had a dog, I would buy those.
They're
I
great.
would buy the hell out of those.
They're great. I think that's about it, bud. I got these crazy maps. You want to see some crazy maps?
I mean,
It's after 6. We've already done it. We've already said too much.
I'm reasonably curious.
No, we've already said too much.
Yeah. For anyone who's curious, my playoffs start this week. Going into the playoffs, having lost 2 games in a row, I lost again this week. Just got creamed. I mean, he had 2. I mean, my players played well, but he had 2 players that played exceptionally well.
Just got outplayed is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's always tough. It's always tough.
But they were like career years. Like Josh Allen got 6 touchdowns.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
It's like
6?
crazy. Yeah. He threw 3 and ran for 3.
That's all, and in one game?
That's like a career. That's like a career.
In one game.
High. Yeah. One game.
And they won. They must have won, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd hope so.
No, actually they lost.
Shut up.
They lost. Their defense gave it away. Yeah.
What team? What game?
Against the Rams and the Bills.
I don't think those are real teams.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Well, that's
it was
sad.
in Los Angeles. Sometimes East Coast teams have a hard time playing on the West Coast because of the time change, jet lag,
and weather. They have the advantage because they're used to the cold. And all teams come out from the window like, ooh, give me a jacket.
Well, that's the other way around. That's West Coast teams coming to
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why.
But they played this in Los Angeles.
That's what I mean. They were at a disadvantage. Okay,
I
think we're saying the same thing, just differently.
Anyway, so fingers crossed for the F-Pack.
F-Pack. Got to stop my mining.
F-Pack.
Got to stop my mining and get my claim.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Mining for multiple people, dude. I'm a mining machine. Watch me mine. Watch me mine.
There's a lot of mining going on. Well, rose to you, buddy, for overcoming the technical issues we had before going on the air. Technical Issues Island.
This time was all fair.
Yeah,
it was all fair.
It was all off.
For those of you who think we're faking it.
Yeah.
We chose not to show this one.
Yeah. Well, they were rear problems with the camera, so they wouldn't have seen it anyway.
It was a rough lead up. Then I started to go, oh no, not again. Why do we still do this show?
Right.
But here we are, roses and thorns.
But you nailed it. Roses and thorns, motherfucking roses and thorns,
Roses and thorns.
Holy damn, roses and thorns, roses and thorns, roses and thorns,
roses and thorns,
roses and thorns,
roses and thorns,
and
roses and thorns,
roses and
thorns.
That's the new intro for Roses and Thorns.
I'd like to give a rose to Nikki for all of her comments.
Yeah, Nikki carried the comment section today.
Gave us some conspiracies about rewards, about how the people's vendetta. What do you call them?
I don't know.
Not vendetta. What's Batman? Vigilante? People's vigilante?
I'm not
I know
sure.
Batman never killed, but we ain't in no comic books.
Batman never killed?
That's his whole thing. He won't kill.
I feel like I've seen Batman.
Nope. You're wrong.
He just arrests them, drops them off to Commissioner Gordon,
and gets them in the crazy house where they all, guess what? Escape to do it again tomorrow.
They all belong, right.
So what's he got to do? That's how come there's been so many Batman comics.
Right.
Because the guys just escaped and he got to do it all over. Eventually, one of the Robins, who's become either Darkwing or the Red Hood, they start going, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to start killing them.
Right.
Why do we keep doing this? Batman, you stupid. And Batman has to take him down, put him in Arkham Asylum.
Thorn to that old lady at that McDonald's in Altoona.
Was it an old lady? I thought it was a fella.
I don't know.
I don't feel like old ladies don't look at faces.
I feel
Thorns? T-all.
I feel like old men don't pay attention to anything.
Well, I always try to pay attention to Nikki and our commenters.
Yeah, I mean, she crushed
Let's see what she says here. Thorns to y'all because it literally took too long to get a response from you guys.
It was him today too. Like, remember when he blew off a couple of my like I would throw out really interesting points and he would just plow right through them.
You want me to sit back and give you a medal?
Something that he and I worked
Sean,
out.
What a good.
No, it's something that we should stop and talk about it though. You know,
the thing is
be
I
more
think
like
you're right.
yeah. Anyway, back to this.
You're right. You're right. I get a thorn for that.
So
thorn to me.
So I mean, we're good. We hugged it out. You haven't hugged it out. You haven't hugged it out with Nikki.
Come here, Nikki.
So I'm with you then, Nikki. He was really focused. He was hyper focused.
Because I wanted to show you the thing with all of the things being released. The claims being accepted. And I couldn't find it.
All of the he was very focused, but it's typical of someone who's neurodivergent.
Goodbye, homies.
Yeah. So, but anyway, nice work, Nikki. Thanks.
Yes, Sean, I agree.
Roses,
it was
lots
nice
of
work.
roses.
Man, she's really full of herself, isn't she? It took me 14 minutes for my first response.
Yeah,
man, she got to sit there with a stopwatch.
Unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Well,
give us a chance next week.
It has the time on it, right? And so she's able to determine when she.
I bet you next week we'll do much better. To be fair to us, we're not used to getting any.
Hyper focused, right?
We're not used to getting many.
We haven't gotten many comments lately. And hey, Boomer Tom, hello, by the way.
Then 12 for the next one. Oh my God, this girl. Maybe I was doing a really good speech. Even if the technical issues are an accident, can still be considered an unintentional bit. I mean,
yeah, I think so.
Here's the thing: is we don't know how to communicate without bits. I think that's part of the issue.
Part of it.
Oh my God, you knocked it. Just leave it down.
What did I knock down? What is this? Oh, it's you're like a nose trimmer or something.
It's just like one.
Anyway, hey,
I can't believe you stood it up again. Like you,
a thorn.
Like this. This is a bit, I guess, but we don't know how to talk without bits.
I mean, I do.
Do you?
I don't think so.
Exactly.
A thorn to pond coin for
what?
For dicking you along.
I guess we just got to just agree we see things differently. We agree to disagree on this one.
I mean, they've been dragging it out. Come on, are you kidding me?
I give Pond a rose for what is about to happen tonight.
No excuse, DUSTiN.
LOL.
Yeah, I had great points, and you were already done talking. Yeah, right? Knock it all down.
Well, he keeps picking it up to only knock it down again. I'm a neurodivergent. No excuses.
Well,
some excuses.
Some excuses.
Like, I've never met anybody who sits there and hawks their time.
Except the Hawk Tour girl.
Wow, you really brought it back around.
I brought it around, round. A thorn to the Hawk Tour girl for endorsing a rug pull.
Yeah, how much she make? 20 million, 200 million?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Million?
I mean, it's
a lot of millions. Millions.
They didn't. A foundation did. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
That the owner of the coin was a foundation. It wasn't them. It was a foundation.
Well, she said, no, I got to pay the team. And then said, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Basically taking on the mantle. The crazy thing is if they would actually have success with a coin, they could be making so much more money. I mean, not instantly and have $12 million, I guess. I mean, it's pretty tempting, I guess. Sitting there looking like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but that would go triple. And people wouldn't hate you for losing all of their money.
Yeah. Some people lost tens of thousands. I heard one guy
Easy.
lost over $1 million.
Easy.
It's insane.
Rose Sean, because he's paying attention to me as per usual.
Thank you. I will take all the roses I can get. 480. Boom!
We'll wrap that up in just one, though, visually. Okay. I'd say we got to stop some of the insanity, which is corporate greed.
I mean, if you're going to take anything from this show, take that. Stop the insanity.
Stop it. Just stop it.
We've got to get money out of politics.
We've got to get corporations out of politics.
You got to get corporations out of things where they shouldn't be. Like
they're all
healthcare,
yep.
Prisons.
Again, how do we know that they're not planning to hurt people so that they can make more money and just put us in their system?
Even if it's not a full-out private prison, there are still corporations that like do food service for prisons, and the quality is really low. Like there was the prison in Upper Michigan, they found maggots in their food.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to get money out of politics. We got to get money out of things that should be public institutions. I've even
say it, bud. Don't you're getting frustrated.
And I haven't really verified it. I haven't really looked too deep into it. But during the pandemic, when a lot of these small medical clinics were having to close their doors and went out of business, they were bought up by private equity.
By VCs, venture capitalists.
Who is using them to soak the public. Healthcare, prison sentences, they shouldn't be have the profit motive.
But they do.
It's sad.
Oh, here it is. Oh no, it's not. Never mind.
All right, get government out of our vaginas. You said that one too. I mean, it's a mess.
But it seems like the people already made that choice at the election, so I guess I'm trying to let it rest for a while.
And let's just say, I hope that this pond coin is not a scam.
It's not. You see big
up
wallets.
To now, it feels like a scam.
If you're watching and you're into the data like me, I'm a data-driven. I'm a data-driven knowledgeist. They call me a knowledgeist.
Okay.
And dude.
What?
It's not a scam. There's people that are buying $40,000 worth of pork at a time. 40 grand. Just 20 grand. Back to back to back.
All right. Well, hopefully next week you can rub it on my face. Oh, wait, not next week.
It was, Nikki.
I'm not going to be here next week.
What?
I'm not going to be here next week because it's Andy's birthday. We're going to dinner. We're going to dinner at the Whitney.
You can't eat after? Happy birthday, Andy!
It's a whole thing. I've got to be with her.
You got to be with her, or you get to be with her?
I get to be with her.
I saved you on that one, bud. All right. Think we've said it all now. We've said it.
Let's just say I need to be with her. Because the God could be on me.
And you just want
I got to be there.
You just want to be there. It's almost like
you just assumed it was a burden, but to me, it's like, I got to do it.
Oh, I see how you're saying it now. Yeah. I see now.
Like, I got to see that movie. Right? Like, that would be an equivalent. Right?
Yeah. Equivalencies.
So, anyways, nice work. Good show.
Good show, bud.
Good show, everyone.
Everybody out there.
Good to see you. Tune in next week when we
roast all our viewers.
We test DUSTiN to see if he can determine what vegetable is being chopped merely by the sound of its chop.
It's going to be our new show. It's going to take rivalry, probably with hot ones, chopping veggies.
Right. Will there be a show next week, though? Are you going to do it alone? Or are you gonna...
we'll probably be celebrating as a community. We'll probably be celebrating the spawning.
Andy's
it's
birthday?
Only 0.1 away from spawning.
Yeah, as it has been for over a month.
I like to take life as it's just happening right now.
And how fast, though, did it get
Life's happening right now.
From 99 to 99.5 to
a couple
99.9.
months. It took about a month. It took about 1 month. And then this last is the last 1% is taking about 1 month.
All right. Well, I hope it works. But
let's say that last 0.1% is testing. Let's say that. Let's say they've built it and they've got it finished, and then they're testing and fine tuning for that last 0.1.
Right.
You realize how important that is? Some would say it's almost more important than just building something. You could just build anything, but to actually then go and make sure it works and shake it.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Good to see your face, says Kelly Rossi. Hi, Kelly. What a delightful surprise.
Love you, Kelly. Love you all.
Yeah, right? Thanks for coming.
Can't wait. Can't wait for what?
Can't wait to see you again. Can't wait to see
weeks.
you again.
Christmas.
So no show.
Around Christmas for you.
Yeah, Christmas show. Oh, you're going to have the bragging party next week.
Yeah, which you don't want to be here for. Let's face facts.
I mean, I would honestly like to be here because that would mean.
Oh, don't worry. You'll see every second of it because we'll sit and review it.
Never going to see it. Never going to see it. Never going to see it.
No.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Nice work.